There are many Grand Tour supercars in the world, and car companies are constantly trying to produce newer and more modern supercars as well. Domestic and foreign automakers include high-end entertainment features as well as comfortable seats and some storage space. This race to build the best supercars in the world is helping to produce many new race cars every year. These new Grand Tour supercars are extremely rare, very fast, and also very expensive. They also come in several styles and models, so if money allows, you can choose the one that best suits your needs. What are these supercars? Relax, we have selected the top 5 most expensive supercars on the Grand Tour for you. But before we start, if you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos like this. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. BMW M5 of $103,500 value. Our number 5 most expensive supercars in the Grand Tour are the BMW M5. With this car, you can get maximum power without giving up luxury. You won't find a better sports sedan than the BMW M5 on the market. You may wonder for whom it is. It is for those who want to fly and go unnoticed. How much? $103,500. Who said a sports car needs to have 2 doors? Certainly not us. The design generally makes sense, as 2-door are often more nimble and lighter than 4-door models. But there are fantastic sedans in the market that can put many a coupe to shame. The latest BMW M5 stands out as the best of the lot. Purists howled when they heard rumors of the M5 ditching rear-wheel drive in favor of all-wheel drive. They calmed down when they found out what BMW had in store. The M5's turbocharged 4-liter V8 sends 600 horsepower to all 4 wheels in its standard configuration. There is no manual transmission option, so your only option is the 8-speed automatic. From there, you have the option of selecting a model called 4-wheel drive sport that channels more power to your rear wheels or completely decouples with the front axle to send all 600 horsepower to the rear. That is so incredible, but nice. In other words, the M5 gives you the best of both worlds and doesn't resort to an artificial drift mod. The M5 punches above its weight, not insignificant, and hits 60 miles per hour from a stop in just 3.2 seconds. Although you don't see the paper, the designers intentionally gave it a restrained style, and it's still a BMW, which means the interior is made from premium materials offering a long list of tech and comfort features. Driving conservatively, and your passengers will think they're in high-end luxury sedan, not a performance machine capable of taking on a Ferrari Portofino. Number 4. Aston Martin DB11 of $205,600 value. The number 4 expensive supercar in the Grand Tour is the Aston Martin DB11. The Aston Martin DB11 is one of the most expensive supercars in the world. Getting this supercar won't leave you with a sore back after a long drive. For whom is it? James Bond wannabes. How much is this exotic supercar? $205,600. The DB11 is Aston's first perfect design in over a decade, and it's just justified. While it looks like an Aston Martin and has the performance to back up its looks, it's a 21st century car. Whether you choose Aston's own turbocharged 5.2 V12-liter engine or Mercedes-AMG's twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8, the DB11 packs plenty of muscle. The entry-level V8 model has 503 horsepower and 513 pound-feet. Aston says it goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4 seconds and has a top speed of 187 miles per hour. And if you go for the V12 model, you'll get 600 horsepower and 516 pound-feet, slowing down the sprint by 0.1 seconds and hitting a top speed of 200 miles per hour. The bodywork is beautiful and in no way compromises its performance. Downforce is important for generating tire grip, capable of covering long distances at high speeds without using its driver. Contrasting the Spartan interiors of some other sports cars, the DB11's cabin is generally luxurious. Yes, it is, and the car is set up for spirited driving, but the ride is still quite comfortable. Number 3. Lamborghini Huracán Evo of over $206,000 value. Number 3 on our list is the Lamborghini Huracán Evo, which is the best exotic car in the world. Its combination of intelligence and madness will make you risk your life for it. For whom it is? Trendsetters. How much? $206,480. The Lamborghini Huracán Evo combines a posture look with the best technology. It's an updated version of the first model Huracán, which is now Evo with added tech. Lamborghini Dinamica Via Solo Integrata LDVI uses data from a series of sensors to predict the driver's movements and configure the car. LDVI controls everything from acceleration and lateral g-force to how fast you change pedals. If the driver jerks from throttle to brake, LDVI assumes the car is on track and about to enter a corner. The system uses this information to adjust aspects such as suspension distribution and torque to prevent driver failure. That means you can enjoy a great speed without sweaty palms at all. The Huracán Evo is a supercar with 5.2-liter V10 engine which produces 640 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque on all-wheel drive models, allowing 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds and a top speed of north of 200 miles per hour. For 2020, the automakers also released a rear-wheel drive model. It produces less power than the all-wheel drive version, 610 horsepower and 413 pound-feet, but it will let you enjoy its inner drift. Infotainment systems are often latecomers to supercars, but this is not the case. A central touchscreen displays sharp graphics and is easy to access. The system also allows you to record videos on lap time so you can improve your driving or show off to your friends. That's how stars do it. It has Apple CarPlay, but Android Auto is expected to arrive soon. Think you've seen it all? Wait till number 1 in your mind will get blown. You can blush. Number 2, Bugatti EB110 of $700,000 to $1 million of value. Our number 2 most expensive supercar on the Grand Tour is the Bugatti EB110. If you love fast cars, there is no doubt that you have a lot of love for a car like the Bugatti EB110. This is easily one of the most unique cars you're likely to come across, even if you spend most of your time dealing with exotic cars most people only dream of. That being said, this is a car that a lot of people don't know much about. It is normal for someone to paint donuts on the asphalt with a Chevrolet Camaro SS. But it is not so normal that they dare to do it with one of the most exclusive cars on the planet. A Bugatti EB110 Super Sport, a most exotic supercar, only 50 units have been manufactured during the 90s. Again, what are we talking about here? Is it the Bugatti EB110, an engineering prodigy that in its time already used to 4 turbos and very particular design? Its 3.5-liter V12 engine delivered 560 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions, and thanks to an all-wheel drive system, could reach 100 km an hour in less than 4 seconds. Likewise, its maximum speed exceeded 340 km an hour, significant data for a car over 25 years old. A whole mechanical symphony that is worth seeing even if it is for the exotic image of a Bugatti burning a tire. Still, we're glad to hear that there are owners who drive their Bugatti and don't keep them confined in a heated garage. Number 1, Ferrari LaFerrari of $1.2 million value. Now here we are. The number 1 most expensive supercar on the Grand Tour is the Ferrari LaFerrari. When the successor to the legendary Ferrari Enzo, which in turn replaced the F50, F40 and 288 GTO as the greatest exponents of the Italian supercar brand, was presented at the 2013 Geneva Auto Show. We all drooled from the computer when admiring not only one of the most beautiful cars that the Maranello house has delivered, but also an entire engineering work with a value of $1.2 million. This is not only the greatest exponents of the prancing horse, but also his first hybrid car. Yes, you heard that right. A car almost like the Toyota Prius. Okay, now, but unlike the hybrid that is oriented to deliver better fuel consumption, the simply called LaFerrari has a full performance orientation. Behind the cabin, we find the same naturally aspired 6.2 V12 that we saw in the F12 Orlenita. But instead of being only 750 horsepower, it also delivers 800 horsepower, which together with the electric motor makes the final power reach 963 horsepower. This hybrid catches our attention. Of course, the Ferrari LaFerrari will not be for everyone because like the Enzo, F40, F50 and 288 GTO, it has a limited edition. In this case, only 499 units. And to have one of these 499 units in your garage, you must have been personally invited to purchase it. The internal combustion engine spins to up to 9,250 RPM, producing impressive sounds. The hybrid system is based on one used by Formula 1 called KERS, which not only reduces the emission of polluting gases but also improves its torque. LaFerrari accelerates from 0 to 62 miles per hour, which is 100 kilometers an hour in less than 3 seconds. From 0 to 124 miles per hour, which is 200 kilometers an hour in 7 seconds, and has an electronically limited top speed of 217 miles per hour. That's 350 kilometers an hour. The brakes are made of ceramic carbon to better withstand the heat and are 398 millimeters in diameter at the front and 380 millimeters at the rear, the same as a 15-inch rim. Although it seems that it does not have wings as we initially saw on the Enzo more than 10 years ago, in reality all the aerodynamics are active. and this means that it can move to offer the best possible grip against the ground at all times. Now, you've seen it all, and hopefully you're excited knowing the most expensive supercars in the Grand Tour. Before we round it up, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to watch more videos like this. While you're here, click on one of the other 2 videos on your screen. See you there.